Devbhoomi Himachal, the land of gods, is full of mystic and wonder. Amidst its snow-capped mountains, lush green valleys and gushing rivers, one can hear the primordial sounds of faith echoing. To witness the same, I travelled to one of the most spiritual places on earth, a place where myth and reality go hand in hand, Kullu. Age-old traditions associated with village gods and goddesses, locally called the Devi Devtas, find the most alive and vibrant expression here in this beautiful valley. Each year, Kullu witnesses the extraordinary Dussehra celebrations, the occasion where Himachal's several local deities gather together and bless the devotees. People come from all over the state to celebrate Dussehra and to be a part of the god's procession, as it is the order of the Devta itself. These deities are a vital part of the community life in Himachal. There are hundreds of Devi Devtas in the state. Almost every village has its own. These deities with other unearthly beings are said to protect the village from evil spirits and exert great influence over their followers and impact their social, cultural and political life too. They do most acts a human being can perform, but the difference is that they are immortal. These gods are not only idols enshrined in temples, they are alive and are believed to be the manifestations of Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. A Devta in vigorous movement amidst crowd, accompanied by the rapid beating of drums and other folk instruments, appears to be driven by the force of its own internal energy. This attracts much attention and sometimes creates fear among some spectators. A Devta can go as a guest for feasts on invitation of a devotee, can be a host for another Devta and accept offerings and sacrifices too. When two deities meet, they seemingly attempt to hug each other. They dance together, walk beside one another and even sit together. They can answer the questions of the devotees, decide disputes, give judgments and make forecasts, all through the Gur and oracle speaking on their behalf. They also bestow boons and blessings upon the devotees, which includes children as young as 13 years old.
जब तक साथ आया है कितनी उम्र है 13 साल। अब ये देखो ये एक आपका वो दिया हमने कि अब आगे आगे संस्था कैसे चलेगी। 13 साल का बच्चा वो अभी से इतना वो इतने किलोमीटर चल के यहाँ पहुँचा और यहाँ 7 दिन जब तक साथ रहेगा 7 दिन के बाद वापस जाएगा।
Covered in vibrant colors and patterns, the palanquins look magnificent. They are decorated with silken clothes and other traditional ornaments. Dressing the Rath with mohras, clothes and flowers is called Dioparna. The Raths are dressed only on special occasions and some other sacred days. Thereafter, its finery is removed, following which the Devta does not appear in public and his articles are placed safely. The other most attractive article for a viewer after the Rath is the array of mohras that repose within and are decked on a wooden framework. A mohra represents not only the face but the entire body of the Devta, and in it is enshrined the power, the soul of the deity.
मली मोहरा इसका मुख्य बैन मोहरा ये अष्ट धातु का होता है और इसमें सोने की मात्रा ज़्यादा रहती है ना। बाकी अष्ट धातुओं को बनता है। बाकी जितने भी 7 मोहरे हैं वो सारे सोने, प्योर सोने के, 24 के सोने के, इसका छात्र 24 के सोने का है। जो शिव नीचे से मंडप बना है सारा ये पूरा सोने का है। इसके नीचे जो इसकी जो इसका बॉडी है वो अंगा एक पवित्र लकड़ी होती है उसकी बनी है। हाँ, वो स्पेशल विधान से उसको निकाला जाता है।
Physically, a mohra may display the face, neck and chest of the deity. Male figures are often depicted with mustaches, whereas female faces wear earrings, pendants or nose rings. Diadems on their heads exhibit their royal personage. The mohra is sometimes displayed prominently on the Rath or sometimes kept concealed. About its use, there are different practices depending on the Devta. The Devta's palanquin is accompanied by a large retinue of attendants, including the head priest, who is also the oracle, locally called the Gur, the other priests, folk musicians, and the devotees. The Gur is the shaman of the deity, the messenger of God, and a person regarded as having access to and influence in the world of good and evil spirits. Usually, they enter into a trance state during a ritual and practice divination and healing. Through them, the devotees speak to the Devtas.
चेला है, ये देवते के प्रवक्ता है। देवते ने कोई चीज़ भी पब्लिक में बतानी है ना, तो इसमें खेल आएगी। उसके बाद ही वो ही देवतों का आदेश को पब्लिक में ये बताएंगे कि भाई देवता क्या चाह रहा है, उसका अगला आदेश क्या है।
The Gurs come from a specific chosen lineage and are of a high status in the village community.
देवता खुद सेलेक्ट करेगा, खेल ही उसी को आएगी। फैमिली में 10 आदमी हो, 20 आदमी हो, उनमें जो देवता चाहेगा उसी को खेल आएगी।
The Devta is also accompanied by a group of local folk musicians known as the Bajantris, who make the spiritual experience majestic. Locals relish dancing to the beats of the dhol, nagara, shehnai, and other folk instruments. The tone and rhythm of this music makes even the palanquins sway in glee. Devotees often sense a divine presence that takes over the palanquins when they dance. Those who carry the palanquins report feeling no weight and often claim that they move on their own.
यदुगुह्यं परमलोके सर्वरक्षाकरणं अनकस्याचिदाख्यातं तन्मे ब्रूहि पितामहः.
People's faith in their deities is unshakable. They cannot even imagine a life in the mountains without their gods, their supreme leaders. This Dev Sanskriti of Himachal binds its people together in numerous ways. People have managed to keep alive the age-old traditions and core values in today's time as well. And even the younger generations are following their ancestors with the same faith and devotion. I took this journey to unravel the mystery of the Himalayas and found a divine way of seeking the ultimate truth and reality. As said in the Rig Veda, truth is one, but wise men know it as many. God is one, but we can approach him in many ways.
जय देव भूमि, तुम भी बोलते एक बार जय देव भूमि हिमाचल।
जय देव भूमि हिमाचल।
थैंक यू
थैंक यू।
आका मूल का हिमाचला तेरी चोटी ऊपर चला